I shot this clip 55 days ago. Little did I know, my entire life was about to change. I think as humans, it's really hard to comprehend something you've never been through yourself. And when something traumatic or scary does happen, it's almost like you don't know how to react, or you're incapable of it because it's a lot to process. So you kind of just feel stuck, like trapped in some kind of bad dream that you can't wake up from.
Before this,
just got out
she
of
thought you
surgery.
might never be able to do it again.
It was not fun.
On April 3rd, I had knee surgery where I was on crutches for 2 months. When the time finally came and I was able to start walking again, the unexpected happened. My head hurts and I'm scared. I was in a bad car accident, resulting in something I've only ever seen in the movies. Something you don't prepare to go through. This is hard for me to talk about because I'm talking about something I have no memory of. How did I survive? I don't know, but I'm barely surviving. Because of the impact, I suffered a closed head injury resulting in retrograde amnesia that lasted about 2 hours. But my nightmare doesn't start the night of the accident. It started a few days later when the shock finally began to wear off. I feel off in the head. It's a headache, but not a normal headache. My head is filled with pressure. I feel like I'm looking through someone else's eyes. I feel like I can't connect to reality, like maybe I'm not actually real. I knew I had a bad concussion, but I underestimated the symptoms. Non-stop headaches, light sensitivity, noise sensitivity, dizziness, mood problems, and anxiety. Lots of it. Maybe I'm not actually awake right now. Maybe I'm actually in a coma. I could choke and die. I started to research all the ways to help heal a traumatic brain injury, and I did it all. Mild exercise, supplements, lots of greens, lots of fish and healthy fats, Brazilian nuts, ancient Chinese medications, chiropractor, acupuncture, massages.
Written on the concrete, ACAB. Couldn't really tell you what I'm trying to find. Everyone's so boring, makes me wanna lose my mind.
But nothing made me feel better. All I knew is that I didn't feel like myself. I felt disconnected and off. But I couldn't remember why. Eventually I saw my first concussion specialist and he took me through some tests and he assured me that I was fine and this would all pass. I asked him a ton of questions, one in particular, what should I avoid while I'm healing? And he told me, there's nothing you can do to make your condition worse unless you got hit in the head again, so try to live life normally. So I tried. Don't trip, don't hit your head, don't crash, don't hit your head, don't hit your head. And failed. Because my injury is intangible, I feel like I'm misunderstood a lot. Like it's all just in my head. But the physical pain is very real, and I feel angry for being misunderstood. I look at everyone around me living their life, and I feel angry at them because they aren't going through what I'm going through. I don't have the right to be angry at anyone but myself. They didn't put me in this position. I got myself here. I should have been more careful. What if I would have just stayed home that day? None of this would have happened. I feel stuck. I feel no improvements. I have this pressure in my head 24/7. Every day feels simply and utterly the same.
I'm sure we're taller, another dimension. You say we're small and not worth the mention. You're tired of moving, your body's aching. We could vacate, there's places to go. Clearly this isn't all that there is. Can't take what's been given.
Since the car accident, I've been struggling a lot. I think honestly more than I ever have in my entire life. And I have like this headache, this pounding headache like 24/7, like nonstop. It's just a chapter I'm in right now. It's not fun. It's not fun. I was tired of living the way I was living. I felt like no matter what I did, I couldn't find any relief. So I attempted to get some answers, some help. Going to see concussion specialist number 3 today. This was set up by my last concussion specialist because the guy I'm going to see today is going to prescribe me a medication for the brain to help me recover. It's been almost 7 weeks. Still headache 24/7. So, but we're making progress. They're also going to do some blood work, probably order some MRIs for my brain and neck because I still have like hardly any motion or range of motion in my neck right now. It's like so bad.
The first 18-wheeler clips my front. Well, this is what I've been told. I hit the second 18-wheeler directly on his passenger side and then come back under the bed of the first one. The only thing that survived was me and my laptop. My car's destroyed. I have a 36-hour gap. Don't remember the accident. It was weird. Outside of the memory loss and the mild headaches, I actually did okay. For whatever reason, I had headaches for several months.
That made me feel so much better.
It made me feel better, honestly.
Honestly, I've been looking for someone who's gone through like some car accident, and I have not been able to find a single person who's lost their memory for as long as I lost mine.
It's just something you have to accept.
Yeah. So my doctor visit was very helpful today for my well-being. I got some medications prescribed to help me with my brain and my concussion symptoms, which will help me. And I'll also be getting an MRI on my brain. That's really for peace of mind. He said there's not going to be anything there, but it will help me sleep better at night knowing if I can see it myself. Headed to get a brain MRI right now, and I would be lying if I said I wasn't shitting my pants. Gonna be in a small tube for 45 minutes with it right here, scanning my brain, waiting for my destiny, my fate of brain tumor and death. She gets so mad, but this will release my mind once I can see that it's all clear. And if it's not all clear, well, Cat Hirsch is a survivor. We'll figure it out, right? I surrendered. I surrendered to the fact that I cannot fix this. I let go of all control and accepted that this is my life right now, and that's okay. For the first time in my life, I've really had to slow down and have faith like never before. I've had to let go all of the unconscious false beliefs I've carried around for years, like if I don't have this by age whatever, I'm a failure. Or if I don't do so-and-so, then I'll miss the opportunity. Letting go of all those false timelines I put on myself and instead focusing on what I can control at this moment in my life not only led me to acceptance, but it led me to peace. Replacing thoughts in my head like, will I feel like this forever? With, what can I do to make myself feel better today? Reminding myself that it will pass. No matter how long it takes, it will pass. In order to uphold this mindset, I had to adjust my life. I kept track of my days, what made me feel better, what didn't, and I lived by that. I deleted social media because I was constantly comparing myself to people and feeling behind in life. I replaced it with simple, healthy distractions. I went to therapy once a week, But most importantly, I still tried to enjoy my life, even if it looked a little different, like wearing sunglasses and earplugs everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I was thinking about getting that actually tattooed, like right there, but then again, if this doesn't pass, I don't want this as a constant reminder. That was a really negative thing to say. Faith has always been a tricky thing for me. I've had many times in my life where I lacked faith, whether I realized it or not. But going through this, I couldn't afford to do that, because the alternative of not having faith would mean believing that how I feel right now is permanent, and I cannot accept that. So for those who feel stuck in life, it will pass. MRI results came back good. I didn't make this video to show a happy ending, because right now, almost 2 months later, I am still having horrible headaches 24/7 nonstop. But I think the difference between me now and me a month and a half ago is I've accepted it. If you can't tell from this video, I'm a control freak and I like to try to fix everything, even if I can't fix it. So for the first time in my life, I've really had to slow down and accept that I cannot control this. So this video isn't designed to have necessarily a quote-unquote happy ending. It's supposed to show that you have to keep going in life no matter what. There has been plenty of times throughout the last 2 months where I've just wanted to give up, not try to help myself, just flat out give up. If there's one thing that this situation has taught me is that if you do give up, there is a 100% chance you will never get that happy ending. So the slightest chance to have that happy ending is enough motivation for me to keep going. Even if I hate my life right now, which it is, it's tough. It's not, I'm not super happy. When you're physically unwell, it's hard to be mentally well. For the last few years of my life, I've kind of feel like I've been surviving rather than living, and I'm manifesting it right now that the next few years of my life it's going to be more living, less surviving. The experiences I've gone through shaped me, so I'm blessed to live to see another day and to get to grow as a human being. Do I hate this chapter? I do, yeah. But like I said, you just have to keep going. I haven't seen that happy ending yet, but this chapter will pass, and I believe I will see that happy ending one day. With that being said, for those who feel stuck in life, you are not alone. I'm right there with you. And just remind yourself every day that it will pass, because it will. One day, it will. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Remember to always be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Till next time.